What is good, everybody? I hope you guys are off to a good day today. Happy Wednesday, guys. I know me and Jordan are having a pretty good day ourselves. This is a 90-day challenge, guys. We're on day, what, 14 already? Fuck. I got
Yep,
5 contracts locked up myself so far. I think Jordan has 3 or 4. Three? Three?
three. Yes, sir.
And we are fucking rolling, guys. I mean, when I tell you guys, me and Jordan haven't been in the closing seat like consistently, like on a daily basis for fucking months, years. It's been a long time. And we literally just sat right back down and cracked our fingers, and it's like nothing fucking changed. And that's the beauty of it. So I kind of want to address something before we get started on this fucking on these calls today, because I mean I'm gonna be up here for a little bit of time. I know Jordan will be up here too, but I was having a conversation with one of my people last night, and we were talking about people and acquisitions and leads. And the biggest issue in this industry is everyone blames the fucking leads. I hear it all the time. And look, there is definitely such thing as a bad lead. You guys want to know what a bad lead is? Jordan, do you know what a bad lead is?
I have an idea of what a bad lead is.
Let me hear your interpretation.
I just think a bad lead is somebody who is not interested in selling.
That's it. If they're interested in selling but they want retail, that doesn't mean they're a bad lead, because a lead is someone that raises their hand and says they want to sell their fucking house. So at the end of the day, it's just knowing numbers, knowing KPIs, knowing the lead source you have. Once you know the lead source that you have, knowing the average numbers of what closers are hitting on these lead sources, and then just going off of the numbers. Because a lot of people probably think right now that me and Jordan are calling like the freshest leads every single day. And like every day we're buying 10 leads from Newly and it's all going like that. That ain't any of it, guys. We have Newly's leads that we're calling on, but we got a dump of about a couple hundred leads a couple days ago. And before then, I'm working through leads that I have from like 8 months ago, 6 months ago, 5 months ago. They're old, guys. They're not fresh. And out of these leads that I'm calling on, the contracts aren't only coming from the ones that we just got last week. Most of the contracts that I've locked up have been in my system for a very long time, guys. So I guess the point I'm trying to make here is, if look, I am calling 2 to 3 hours a day, guys. I'm not in the when we get off this live on most days, I'm not sitting at my desk doing outbound calls the rest of the day. Straight up. Like I'm like the second we get off this live, I am physically dealing with the deals that we already have assigned that we're trying to close. I'm making sure my team's doing what they're doing. We got 2 right here. They're working right here. I'm making sure that shit's happening on the business. And then when I'm here live with you guys is when I'm locking up the deals. And a lot have been locked up off the live, but that's not like I'm at my desk outbound calling. Usually it's literally a follow up comes back in. I had an appointment set with the seller, and it's like 1 or 2 calls after the live. So the reason I'm telling you guys this part is because if I can do this shit for 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, it's only been 14 days and I've already physically contracted 5 deals. And it's not like these are just like, I want 300K. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm giving you 300K. And we're getting the fucking contract. We're having people that are asking higher numbers. I'm negotiating them down on price, and then they're getting locked up. And we're coming to terms and making money on these deals. Nothing's assigned yet, but they will be assigned. But I've only been doing this for 14 days, guys. And the leads aren't the fresh ones. So, like, if you're blaming the leads, stop. Like, if there's a difference, if you're calling the people and they're saying, I don't want to sell my house, I've never talked to someone, I am not looking to sell. Cool. Move on. Move on to the next one. If you talk to 25 to 50 people, 25 to 50 people that raise their hand and they say, Joey, I want to sell my house. If you get offers out to those 25 to 50 people, let's call it 50 on the high end, you should be getting a contract. You absolutely should. And if you're not getting a contract, there's something that needs to get fixed. Usually it's you suck at sales if it's your sales process. Sorry for being honest with you guys. Or your underwriting may be too heavy sometimes and you're just lowballing too low and you're shooting way too fucking low. But usually it's in the sales process and it's on you. That's why the deals aren't getting done. It's not on the fucking leads. Because if 50 people said, Joey, I want to sell my house, and out of those 50, I have not converted one, that is a sales process problem, not a leads problem. So that's what you guys got to start understanding. Stop blaming the fucking leads. Stop worrying about where they're coming from. Is it a cold call? Is it a PPL? Is it a PPC? Is it a whatever the fuck it is? It doesn't matter. All that you got to know is what can you afford to pay for, whatever that is. If it's cold calling, if it's newly, if it's PPL, if it's PPC, if it's mailers, whatever you can afford, just know the KPIs for those. Inbound leads, you're going to get higher conversion rates. You're not going to have to call as many to convert one. That's just a fact. Because they're reaching out to us, we're not reaching out to them. Outbound, you're going to have higher leads to get, you're going to have more leads to get to a contract. But they all work. It's not about the leads. It's about, is the person on the other line trying to sell their house? And do you sound confident in having right process to be able to convert them if they are the ones that need your help? And if they're not, don't get upset. Move on. They weren't your seller. It's all good. Because if you think about it in terms of the numbers, guys, and you realize it's going to take 25 to 50 to get that contract, it might take 100 because you might suck. But if it took 100 people that said, yes, I want to sell my house, and you finally fucking convert them, you can make 20 grand, 10 grand, 5 grand on those people, I think it's worth it, guys. But what's not worth it is when they're saying, I don't want to sell my house, you're getting upset. When they're saying that they don't want to accept your low offer, you're getting upset. Guys, some people have the means where they don't need to sell to us. And that needs to be okay. But when you have someone that needs to sell to us, someone that needs our help, you just got to be prepared enough to be able to get them to go with you and make sure on the back end you have the right systems. And if you don't JV with someone who does, to get the deal done. That is what matters. But blaming the fucking leads, guys, get over yourselves. It ain't ever going to fucking work. I promise. Like, if I go on a call like, oh, this is another newly lead, newly sucks, it's not going to work, then obviously it doesn't matter who I have on the other end of the line. It doesn't matter how bad they need my help. They already feel that energy, and they're like, Joe, I don't want to sell my house. Fuck off. It's all about energy, guys. But at the end of the day, I mean, I have 5 deals under contract in the last week. We got, or week and a half, we'll call it. I just got a $15,000 assignment yesterday. It doesn't count for the challenge because I got it a day before the challenge. This one was not a newly lead. This one was a cash buyer that ended up needing to sell a property. But the deals are there, guys. It's just you got to go out and find them, and you got to, for lack of a better terms, pull your head out of your fucking ass and just fucking do the work and stop worrying about the politics. And if you just trust yourself and believe in yourself and trust in the process, you're going to fucking be successful. And I'm done, Jordan. I'll get off my soapbox now. Let's call some fucking leads.
Let's get it, brother. You're all good. We're going to make it happen. And just to follow that up, I got a lady that I've been working with the past few days. Universe willing, I'll be on a call with her today at some point to lock her in. And that lead came into the system in October of last year. And she's been called, texted for months and months, and I should be able to lock her in now. And so, yeah, I second everything the Shirtless closer has to say, my friends. Just keep calling, keep your head up, stay positive, keep the faith, and keep it pushing. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately.
Well, all right, I'm going one last quick soapbox. 80% of this business is fucking mental, guys. Mm-hmm. So, like, you got to, it's more here than it is on what we're doing on these phones. So we're going to say a lot of the same shit over and over again because it kind of is what you need to hear. Like, if you're not staying positive and you're on the phones and you're like, oh, fuck. No one wants to buy from me. I can't get a contract. I suck. Like, yeah, you suck because you fucking sound like shit. Like, you gotta have some confidence in yourself, and it starts from doing what you say you're gonna do. That's how you build it, and then the rest comes with just fucking consistent action. Competence creates confidence, guys. So that is, and what I mean by that is, the more you do something, the better you sound at it, the better you get. That's how it goes. Quick, Mauricio said dropping bombs. Let's get it, Mauricio. I don't know who that person was I was having a conversation with about the leads was last night, but it might have been you. I love you, though, bro. Let's get it. Go get some fucking deals assigned today, bro. You got one yesterday. Let's keep this momentum going. All right, I got a guy in Indy that wants to sell, so let's see how this goes. All right, so guys, if you could just put more in there, so I'm good. All right, let's go. And we just closed a deal with Rita yesterday. Closing funded $12,000 assignment fee. I think it was like $12,500. Let's get it, Rita.
Big time,
Good
baby.
shit on that one, bro. Good shit on that one. Mauricio?
Mauricio. Making shit happen. Put that up on the screen so you can see it. That's his new nickname. That's your new nickname, Mauricio. Big time closer, brother.
Mauricio. I gotta get one of those laptop stands that like holds it up so that it's like less space for my table.
Yeah, get one. They're probably cheap. You can get Amazon out there in Colombia, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably got one for $15 on the Amazonian.
Okay. I gotta hit the filter in. Yeah, this was a second me. Santi, dame un favor. Pásame un cargador. Yo creo es en mi cuarto. It's un box. Yeah. It's like the mobile one. But like I don't know how to fucking explain it. No sé cómo explicar. Yo, this AI is dope. This AI is dope, bro.
This looks like a fucking battery of the car.
Yeah, is this too big?
Okay.
Ojalá este trabajo bueno, porque ayer este no sirve mucho bueno. 71%. Okay. Oh, this is in Moore, Oklahoma. Do you know Moore, Oklahoma, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just outskirts of OKC. If I'm not mistaken, and I got peeps out there if you got deals.
Alright. Hey, when the call carrier gets blocked. Ratio.
Hello?
Hi, is this Lucinda?
Yes.
Hi, this is Joey. I think we were texting yesterday about your property in Moore.
I have the property more, but it's not for sale. Not yet.
You weren't. I think you were asking for like 60 grand for it. You said you were moving out of state.
That's 422 North Highland.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah, I wouldn't want. I don't want 4 times that much for my house anymore.
No. So which one's the one that you're selling? I'm sorry.
I'm going to be selling both of them, but right now the one that's going is the one that I'm not living in, which is the one in Seminole.
Okay. What's the address there, just so I could look it up? 60 grand for that, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. And if I could get you an offer that made you happy, would you be ready to start the process today?
Yep.
Okay. And are you the only one on the deed, or is there anyone else that would have to be here for a call like this?
I'm not on the deed at all. It would go to my son.
Wait, so you said your son's on the deed as well?
My son's the only one on the deed.
Oh, okay.
He
Okay.
doesn't live here, so I'm handling it.
Okay, so you're gonna be so you're in charge
So
of the
when you're-
decision and everything.
Yeah, whenever it's time, you'll send him the paperwork. He'll sign it.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So just a little bit about how my process works. I'm just gonna ask you a couple questions about the property, and then I'll get you an offer on the call. If the offer makes sense, I'll send you over a purchase agreement. We'll go over everything together. As long as you're good with everything in the agreement, obviously we'll send it to your son too. He would sign it, we would sign it, and then we would just send it over to title. They'll just keep you protected as a seller, us as the buyers, and then we would just pick a closing date of your choosing to receive the money, which title was sent via wire transfer or certified check, whichever is better for you guys. Is that good?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So tell me what's going on. I see you said that you aren't. Hold on, let me just get the notes really quick. Okay. How's like the foundation and structure of it?
It's fine. I shorted it up some. So the house was there, and I totally gutted it. I left 4 walls standing, and that was it. And I started over. So it has. We shored up the foundation, so that's fine. Now we put in plumbing on the plumbing. So and then we put down step floors. Then we put up the 2x4s for the rooms and the bathrooms and closets and all that good stuff. Put on a new roof, new doors and windows. It's got the cabinets in it already. It has an AC and heating unit there. You just have to get someone to cook it. You'll need to finish putting it back together. Is what you're gonna have to finish doing.
Okay.
Okay. So all the materials are there except for the sheetrock and maybe some of the insulation, but most of the insulation's there.
And is it new electrical?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And you like rewired, like you guys basically you rewired it, you replumbed it, like you did everything basically. The only
Yeah.
thing you did
I tore it all out. All that was left standing was 4 walls. Literally 4 walls.
When was this done? Was this within like the last year or something?
Within the last 2 years, yeah. I've been doing it off and on for 2 years now.
Okay. Beautiful.
So the roof is brand new. It's got a 1-car garage. It's got a storm cellar, a large fenced-in backyard.
Is it public water and sewer?
Yep.
Okay. So then I guess the only thing we'd have to finish is putting floors down, finish the AC unit, and then what else
The
would we have?
subfloors are down. We just have to put whatever floor you want in there, like whether you want carpet or tile or
Okay.
that kind of whatever.
Just
Otherwise,
needs
it's just wood.
Flooring. AC needs. So are the ducts in? I'm sorry, you were saying for the AC, or they still have to get through?
It's all there. It's all there. You just need to put it together. I run out of money to finish putting it together, and I'm moving. So that's the 2 reasons for paying it.
Understood. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
I mean, it's almost done. I just can't finish it.
No, I get it. Okay. So it probably is gonna need what, like 20 more grand to work, something like that?
Well, or less, maybe 15.
Okay.
Depending on where you can get the sheetrock from, or if you can get it on a discount or whatever. And then whoever's going to hook up the AC for you.
And his kitchen and bathroom's already done, you said?
Yeah, the kitchen's down. Well, of course, the floor's not in there. I mean, the subfloor's down, but the flooring is not in there.
Okay, but like cabinets, everything else are there, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Toilet, sinks, tubs, yeah, all that good shit. All the good stuff, sorry.
I'm probably worse than you, so you're good. No stress. Okay. And then externally, everything's done too then?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Well, it will be done. It's not done right now, but it will be done by the time, like by the end of the week, it'll be done.
Got you. Understood. Okay.
So, and we also have empty lots on 1026 and 1028 Eureka in Seminole. They're utility ready. they're just empty. You know, there's nothing in there but grass and trees and shit stuff.
What are you guys looking for that?
For that, 15, 2 of them. About
Okay.
one of them's a corner lot.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. And what time frame would you be looking to get this done in?
Last week.
Okay, so as soon as possible. Typically, we can actually close in about 30 to 60 days maximum. But we could try to work as quick as we can with you guys.
Yeah, because there's nothing. It's free and clear, and there's no lien on it for anything. There's nothing.
Okay. We obviously we'd still have to do title search, everything like that.
Of course.
But yeah, we should be good to go on that end. Okay. And then what was, I guess, the plan with this house? Was this like a flip for you guys, or was your son actually going to live in there?
Yeah, we were gonna. If I wasn't gonna be moving, we were gonna rent it out. You know.
Okay.
And use the income from it for whatever. But I'm not gonna stay here. I want to move back there with my son and my grandson.
Okay. Where are they located now?
Massachusetts,
Oh, what part of Mass?
Boston area.
Gotcha. I went to school up in Rhode Island, and I worked in the Prudential Tower in Massachusetts for a summer. Boston's fun. Boston's a good time up there. Are you guys originally from there, or you're actually from Oklahoma?
No, we're actually from California.
Oh wow, okay. So I guess what got everyone over to Boston then?
He has my husband has an aunt that lives over there.
Wait,
That lives over there. She doesn't live there anymore, but she lives over there.
got you. Okay, then that's what made everyone go over there. Okay.
Well, eventually quit that. We did Florida and Tennessee also.
No, understood. And then the reason you're selling then is because you just obviously ran out of money to finish the project, and then it's also you just want to get up to Boston essentially.
And yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing you're excited to go up there?
Yeah. I mean, I can't go until August, but yeah. Which is why the other house isn't for sale yet.
Understood. Okay, so basically for the other house, you'll be ready to sell that by, or you need to close on that by August.
Yeah, we're not. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Well, whenever
Something like that, yeah.
we'll get this one figured out first, obviously, but whenever you're ready for the one in August, I mean, we can schedule it so when you're ready to move, we can close kind of thing. It's just got to make sure that we numbers
Yeah,
terms
that
up.
one's, yeah. That one's gonna be a lot more than 60,000.
No, understood. I get it. Okay, so it's really not going to need. It's just. I mean, it's really probably 20 grand of work.
If that. And the comps are 95 to 120.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I just gotta make sure that there's enough room in between, because like obviously if we bought it at 60, I gotta put the 20 in, and then let's say I could sell it for 100 grand, for example. We'd still have to pay out the realtor commissions and closing costs on the back end plus our money. So I just gotta make sure there's enough room in there so we can make something. Like we don't gotta get rich on the deal. It just has to make sense for both of us. Okay. And are you?
You could also sell it to another cash investor person like you guys, and that you wouldn't have to pay pretty much or anything.
No, that's if we could do it that way. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. Is there?
Yeah.
If we could do it relatively quick and we could agree on numbers, I mean, is there any wiggle room off that 60 grand?
Not much more, not very much. I mean, very good at least 50, 55, and that's, cutting me short, so.
Okay.
That's the one I've got in it.
No, I get it. Give me 1 minute. I'm just gonna place you on a brief hold. Let me see we'll start with the house first. I'll see what I can offer for the house. And then from there, we'll figure out the lots too. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be at 15 for the lots, but we'll look a little bit deeper and see what we can do.
Okay.
Okay, just give me 2 seconds. I'm just putting you on hold.
Uh-huh.
Hi guys. Hoi. Tight numbers. Because this one sold for 12K, but I think this was like before. Let me see what this looked like. It sold for 12K. Yeah, so this was gonna need what they already did. So I can't even fucking use this one because theirs is obviously they gutted the entire thing out. They've done everything here. So I gotta just make sure that it's kind of a weird one. Okay. Okay. We might be actually pretty in the green here. So I think these as like if it's in the, I wish I could see a picture of this one. So wholesaler sold one at 60, 61 or 63K, 63,900. See if an investor bought that. Yes, they did. We got some pictures too. This was not fixed up at all. We might be good because they probably sold that for like 70 to 75K. And ours is bigger. I'm gonna try her at 50. Gonna try her at 50. Potentially could be 120K ARV. So this one house, they literally expanded the square footage by taking away the garage. So there's no garage here. You still there? Lucinda? Yeah, this house looks bad. They did everything. Rocco. Was good, my brother. Tayani said him if he Bibble or Jordan him Holt. She was using the bathroom. Te escuchan esto. Ay, gracias a Dios yo no escucho nada. Joey, I got to leave for you in Flint, Michigan. He ready to sign a contract. I think you can move it turnkey. Should I text you the info? Rita, send it over, bro. Is this one you want me to lock up, or you're going to lock it up and you just want us to dispo, bro? Because I think you got the acquisitions down. You still there, Lucinda? Yeah, they have like a whole garden in this backyard. I mean, this could be a good rental for somebody too, honestly. Now we just gotta wait for. We about to lock this thing up, Rocco. We got this, bro. Just needed to come back. Luke said, Joey, close me. They got you, bro. Question is what am I closing? Yeah, I think he's actually fucking it's solid 130 on this one though, but I just found this other comp. What street are we? We're at North Highland Ave. Where are we at though? Okay. Whew.
And so you had originally said, or secondarily said 220. Have you backed off of that?
I was willing to do 220 if you were willing to move forward with me while we were having that conversation. I mean, I would.
Okay, but otherwise it's 210.
I would love to stay at 210 if in a perfect world. If I came up, maybe met you in the middle somewhere at 215, I still think I can make this work, but I would be interested in doing that if we could get the agreement signed today, ideally, so that we can get the process started and get our inspection done as quickly as possible.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I'll just, I understand your issue, so, I mean, it'll stand at whatever it is on the day we decide to move forward. Because for me, this has been a long journey,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm coming to the end of it. I just have to reconcile in my mind that's where that is the direction for me. So that's why I hesitate. And I also don't like to waste people's time.
Sure.
So when you originally asked me if you could send me the contract, I said no, because I don't like to have things sitting in inboxes like you said.
Yeah.
For no reason. So at this point, I am still in, I know my direction I want to go. It's just kind of cutting that final thread.
Well, what direction is that?
What I would say to you is if you're still interested and want to give me a call in a couple of days, I'll be happy to talk to you. I'm in my processing mode, if you will.
Yeah. No, and
Finally cutting those ties. And if you say, no, Kenny, got to do it now, then that is fine.
no,
Those
I mean,
are words that I always walk away from because I'm never.
You don't have to do anything now. I'm not here to force you to make a decision. I just want to know what's holding you up from making a decision. So maybe if there's anything I can do to help with that.
You
yeah.
called it an opportune time. You offered an opportune price. That's fine. So I will, whatever way you want to define, understanding that this is where I am right now.
Yeah, no, and I absolutely hear you, Kenny. I like to think that I'm somebody who doesn't apply unnecessary pressure when I don't need to. I feel like we're really close here. I have a big pair of scissors. If you need help cutting that final thread, I'm happy to do what I can to help you here.
That is, Jordan, sometimes I wish somebody would take that big pair of scissors and just do it. But no, that's between me and God. So
Sure.
I got to figure that one out myself.
Well, I guess I wanted to ask if a couple more days pass, and let's say we do this on Friday instead of today, what I guess in your mind is going to change over the course of the next couple of days that will make you feel more comfortable moving forward with this? Because like you said, it's an opportune time, it's an opportune price. For all intents and purposes, we're primed and ready to go. And I don't want to be pushy and be aggressive because that's just not my style. But I mean, if everything makes sense aside from, I guess, just the way that it feels in your mind making this big decision, I'm just curious what changes in the next couple of days. And like realistically,
Okay.
if we get this done,
You just said that.
yeah.
No, you just said it. It's in my mind. And it's making sure that this is the direction that I want to go. And it's just like anything else. You're looking at vacation places, and this is simplified, but you're looking at vacation, and you say, oh, I'd love to go to Italy. Oh, I'd love to go to Spain. Oh, but honey, I've thought about a Mediterranean cruise. And then y'all sleep on it, and then you get up and go, you know what? I really think that going to Norway, Finland, and Sweden is the right answer. Happy to meet you, honey. Let's go. So it's that's very simplified.
No, but I get it.
That passing through it eventually it comes to where it's not one of those sick feelings in the stomach when you go to sign the piece of paper. So that's the long explanation.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's not good for you, then I understand, because you are a businessman. You said that. I understand the whole business thing. This is about buying investment properties, and off you go. So that's where I am. That's where I'm going to be comfortable. And so
Okay.
if that works okay for you, then I'm fine with a phone call Friday. If it doesn't work for you, then I understand, and I appreciate your time.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I like to think of myself as a patient man, and if I got to wait until Friday, I can absolutely do that. I guess to just help me better understand your mindset, are there other options? No, you just gave me that explanation, but it gave me one more question. Just hearing you say that, like, are there other options that you're considering? I know you said you're not talking to any other buyers, so I'm not even talking about that. But like, if you didn't agree and we don't get this signed and you don't sell this to me, like, what are the other options that you think are available to you? You want to keep it and fix it up and rent it out, or just like, where's your head at with that? Just curious about the other avenues that you could go.
Well, other avenues are using it as a nonprofit mechanism for providing affordable housing through some group. I am very close with a group of people who do affordable housing, and that would be an option. Hang on one second. What, Donald? I don't want to stop you from doing what you're trying to do. I have not, but I'll bring you some. You're about to try to put some in. Let me get you a couple that are shorter, but you can at least use those to start, and then you can change them out. Okay. But that's more in line with my original mission, so it doesn't set well anymore.
Okay.
So my original mission was to do that. And that's something that I'm just closing out that whole area of my life. And like I said, it's time to retire and move on to something more engaging.
Yeah.
So that answers your question, though.
It does. And I guess one final follow-up question, if you'll allow me. Hypothetically, you get the $210,000 at closing, and that's like sitting in your bank account. What do you think you could do with those funds to maybe, I don't know, pick up a different mission and deploy those funds in a way that still allows you to contribute to your community and your religion, which sounds like those are pretty important things for you?
Yeah. Well, the answer to what you just said is yes. The specifics are what I don't know.
Sure.
There's an element of faith that is involved in all of this stuff. So it'll show itself. But so the answer is just yes to what you just said. I would have that money to sit back and relax and figure out what I want to do. And that is, I am close to, well, not close, I'm like at retirement.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it, Jordan. You now know my life.
No, I appreciate you, Kenny, letting me kind of take a peek into your brain over there and kind of understand what you got going on. And listen, from my perspective, I completely respect where you're at. I know it's a big decision. It sounds like what you were intending to do with the property is really important to you, and I can completely understand and respect that. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm here. I obviously, I'm going to get off this phone call with you, and I'm going to go talk to other homeowners and see if we can come to an agreement. And who knows what will happen between now and Friday. But, I mean, I can absolutely put you on my schedule to give you a call on Friday. And if I still got the funds available, we can hopefully get the contract signed and get the process started then. If you happen to, I don't know, sit down, take some time to think today, tomorrow, maybe say a prayer, do whatever you feel like you got to do, and you come to a resolution in your heart, in your mind. I literally have to press one button to send this agreement over to you. We can speed read through it together to make sure everything is like it will be. I'm not going to change anything on the agreement, but just for your sake, make sure everything is as we just read through it a little bit ago. Click 2 buttons each, sign it, and then we'll get out there and inspect the property and get the closing process started as soon as we can.
Okay. That sounds good. Thank you very much, Jordan. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Kenny. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, Kenny.
What happened? I missed the end of it.
No, you're good. She she's a tough nut to crack. I read through the agreement with her. I didn't send it to her though. I said I'm only going to send it when she's ready to sign it because I don't want to leave it sitting in her inbox. Because typically, in my experience, when you do that, they don't get signed. And so she said, "Call me back on Friday."
I think that's going to be a contract. I think you just got to like. That's one you. She's like, if you just keep pushing me, I'm not going to do it, kind of thing. So that's when you ask good questions, like, what's the reason you're fucking hesitant? Like, just what is it? Just so we can talk about it. Because sometimes what it is, it's just them in their own head, and they just need to like. They'll hear themselves say it, and they'll be like, let's just fucking do this. Or this lady is like just a little hesitant, whatever. And as long as she's not going back and trying to talk to other people, like I had a guy that we got under contract Monday, and he had real shit going on, but he gave me his word. He's like, I'm going to sign with you. I'm not going to go with anyone else. And called me back Monday and was like, hey, Joey, we're basically good to go. Like, this is what's going on. So I just made the contract contingent on his daughter buying the other house because that was the only holdup. And now we're good to go. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you don't need to pressure people. There are times where you need to put the pressure on, and there's times where you got to let it off. And you gotta be able to feel it.
Yeah, and her objection wasn't like, let me go talk to my spouse, let me call my attorney. None of that. Like I've been talking to her for the past few days, and like she's really got some deep connection to this property because she's like, dude, this woman is either at church or doing Bible study 5 out of 7 days out of the week. And I know that people's relationship to their God and their religion is very important. And if you bought a property intending to use it to help your church, and then that plan is kind of slipping out of your fingers and you're getting older and you can't make it happen, like, yeah, I mean, I don't feel like me applying a maximum amount of pressure to her would have gotten that contract signed right now. I absolutely think call her back on Friday. Maybe she prays on it, sleeps on it for a couple of days. She'll be ready to go. And from my perspective, I'm just thinking like with this lady in particular, I just need to be, for lack of a better term, like not soft how you tell me I'm soft for not working out every day, you know, but soft in my approach and my touch with her. Like, listen, I understand it. I appreciate where you're at mentally. I know it's important to you. I don't want to make you feel pressure because I think if I put any pressure on you, it's going to start getting tough in your head to accept my offers. So I'm $15,000 below her asking price. I'm trying to stay firm at my number of 210. I think if I came up to 225, I might be able to get her to sign today.
But that's your assignment fee right there.
Yeah, there goes $15K out of my assignment fee, and I would rather give her a little bit of time and lock her in at 210 and make that full spread. So we'll keep following up with her.
Let me give you some quick advice on that negotiation.
So
I think so. The logic behind why you came down in price, I think, is what needs to change. And I think other than that, that was beautiful. Because you basically, she's like, all right, so are you saying you're basically no longer at the 220? Instead of being like, yeah, because you didn't sign the other day. Like, no. Yeah, the other day I thought we were good at 220, but I took a deeper look into the deal, and I actually need to be at 210. We would have been too high at 220 if I'm being honest with you. So that's why I got to stay firm at 210, just because I got to make sure that I can get this done for you. I don't want to have to renegotiate or come back on price. So if I'm being honest, once I look deeper, 210 is really the price. Like they always say, today's prices aren't tomorrow's, whatever the fuck it is. Or yesterday's prices aren't today's. But that's also petty. And it's like when I'm not saying you're petty, even though you are, but not like. But at the end of the day, guys, we gotta use logic with this shit. Like logically, it makes sense if you're like, no, I took deeper look, and I fucking did this. Emotionally, is what Jordan would be doing, where it's like, no, I'm changing price because you didn't sign the other day. Yesterday's price aren't today's. And it's like, that's what the saying is. Finally came out. That's bullshit, guys. Like it's you gotta use logic with people, and that's what would make sense to them. You gotta use emotion, but not that kind of emotion. That's petty emotion. The emotion we gotta use is pain points and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's what I try to do. Like the reason I was asking her like all the questions that I did, just to try to understand where she's at mentally with it, and like her reasoning is so that I could on Friday, now I got a little bit of ammunition where I can be like, listen, I know this was a church mission for you. You wanted to create a nonprofit home and whatever, and that plan is kind of falling out from underneath you. But just think of the things that you could do for your church and your community with $210,000 sitting in your bank account. I'd love to be the one to provide you with that opportunity. And I know it kind of hurts seeing a dream slip away, but that doesn't mean there's not more dreams on the horizon and other ways that you can deploy this to make something else happen. That's just as equally as important to your church and your community. So now I got a little bit of ammo. I've really got every excuse that I could have extracted out of her. It's all on the table. I know she's not talking to other people, so she's not shopping me around. We've already had that discussion. And yeah, I think we'll get her locked in on Friday. I'll probably shoot her a text tomorrow just to see if she slept on it and said any prayers. And then I'll plan on calling her on Friday and we'll get it locked in.
Let's get it, bro. Yo, so does this look healthy, Jordan?
Nope. Chocoso doesn't look healthy.
At all. My girl keeps trying to give me this shit. And I'm like, you're trying to make me lose weight, but then you give me this. You ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
Calorías. 455. 465 calories. Total fat, 25 grams. Saturated fat, 15 grams. Monosaturated fat, whatever the fuck that means, 5 grams. Trans fat, 0 milligrams. Cholesterol, 38. Carbohydrates, 56. And then when I show you the ingredients, this is why I will never eat this shit.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Amor, venga pues. ¿Tú viste cuánto cosas es adentro de esta pinche chiquita cosa?
Sí.
¿Cuánto? Leah. No, tú viste. No.
465
No,
calorías.
¿cuánto ingredientes?
Ah, sí, tiene mucho.
Santi, venga pues. Mira esto. Yo creo ella quiere yo morir joven. My girl's trying to kill me young, guys.
Es que yo sé que es malo, pero...
Ella quiere yo comer eso. Eso es saludable. Santi is a personal trainer. We used to be. Now he's on the
Yes,
team.
that's Santi.
But he knows about nutrition, guys. Let's hear this. Let's hear this bullshit. Esta cosa es mierda. Bro, look at how many ingredients are on this shit. Look at that. It's this little. Guys, when you're eating food, please, I beg you, look at the bread you're eating at home. Go look at the back of that fucking bread. If there's like soy lecithin, fucking Xanthex gum, fucking, I don't even know. There's just so much other shit that are in our foods. Be careful. Like, don't fucking eat it. If there's more than 5 to 10 ingredients on some shit, I would start looking into what it is and be conscious of what you guys are eating. Because when you have something that is this fucking small, like literally,
A lot of things.
and there's all these like, what do you need this many ingredients for something that is this small, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Grasa saturada.
This is
Yeah.
how you get fat. This is how you clog your arteries and you die young, guys. Ari,
Facts.
me envió esto en postura, por favor. Y para ella también. Rita said Colombia got the crazy snacks. Bro, United States is worse. Marica, yo no quiero esto. Luke said can't be as bad as the birthday cake. Yeah, bro, I had some birthday cake last night, guys. It was some tres leches, and it was fucking phenomenal. But what I will say about that tres leches cake is it was made in a bakery with natural ingredients. It was not made mass-produced in some fucking bullshit. Was it good for me? Fuck no. But it was better than that little Choco Hungo, whatever that bullshit was. Fuck. Trying to kill me. out here, man.
Chocoso. That's crazy, brother.
Uy, Hercules, nos vamos.
Miércoles.
Miércoles.
Aprendió. Aprendió con tu miércoles.
Oh, wait, so that means like It's a nicer way of saying shit.
Miércoles?
Because mierda is shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
So if you're like hue puta is like motherfucker, but if you're like hue pucha, that's like the nicer way of saying it. So like you have kids around, whatever, you would say miércoles instead of mierda.
How do you say Wednesday?
Miércoles.
So Wednesday is shit?
Like it's like it doesn't physically mean shit at all. Like there's no translation to shit, but
Mm,
it's like a saying, like miércoles. Like what the
gotcha.
fuck?
Interesting. I feel like Spanish slang would probably be the hardest thing to learn.
Anthony REI said my guy Jordan.
Yo, was good, Anthony.
Hercules.
Hercules, miércoles.
Nos vamos. Vamos. It sounded very, very American there.
Who?
Me.
Oh,
Hercules Enriquez.
Yeah, contacting Eric Enriquez, but I was the man who was gone for you call.
Yo, having texting integration is just fucking. As much as I hate texters, you know who you are, Senor
Enjoy
Salt Lake Closer. But having the integration to get people on the phones is fucking next level.
For
Like,
sure.
I'm very against negotiating over text, guys. Dealing with any problems over text. Like, if I got a girl now, but if you were in a relationship with me and you try to fight me over text, I'm just not going to answer and call you. Because, like, if you want to get anything figured out and you're texting, there's no emotions behind it. They can't hear my voice. They don't know if I'm screaming, what's going on. So just get on the phones and figure it out. Like, if you got to negotiate a deal, Jordan, or any of these things, we get them on the phones. But this fucking integration is pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, no, texting is a big time booster just to get phones answered, get conversations started so you can pick up the phone and take it from there for sure.
100%. Let me see what I can do with this guy. He said he wants fucking. Nah, he's tripping. He wants 50 grand for one lot in Oklahoma City.
What's that?
He wants 50 grand for one lot in OKC.
How big is the lot?
3,000 square feet.
Brother, is it literally in the heart of the city? Seems like a lot.
For
Get
a lot.
it?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely in the heart of the city, but like, there's homes going for 80 grand over here. So how the fuck could I justify?
Nah, that ain't it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there just ain't no way. Like, let's keep going. I don't know who this guy is. I try to call him.
Y yo aquí le iba a escribir, ya me olvidó. Sí, me acuerdo. Claro.
I think that I had missed a call from you yesterday.
Yes, hi. My name is Tia. I'm a police call center. I was calling you yesterday because we help wholesalers and real estate investors find off-market leads. And I was hoping that maybe it could work with you. Is that something that you'd be able to explore?
Right now we are pretty occupied with leads. I have probably too many to handle. But if we ever end up looking for more, what company are you guys with?
I work on the call center. We find off-market leads through call calling and texting. Do you have that system already or something targetable?
Yes, we have all that set up.
Would you maybe looking to upscale in the future or see what we have to offer compared to what we have?
I think we are pretty set for now, but I appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you. You take care. My bad, but they're just cold calling me off my investor listings, trying to find new wholesalers to sell leads to. So
I
Donald.
Hi, Donald is currently unavailable. Please speak clearly. Your voicemail is.
I'll be right back.
I got you. Let's try to call this person.
You reached the voicemail for the email file. I'm not available to take your call. Hello?
Hey, is this Eileen?
Yes.
I think we were texting yesterday. You were talking to Mary about a lot that you might be looking to sell in Punta Gorda.
Yeah.
Okay, is this a good time to speak?
Actually, no. Can you call me in like half an hour?
Yeah, I'll give you a call in like 30 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, take care. Let's see. Call this lady in 30 minutes. Hold on. Seth, are you talking to Mauricio? Can you ask him what was the name of the seller or the buyer for Seattle? He'll know what I'm talking about. Or the buyer. Whatever the house that I have to call in since in Seattle, what's their name? We'll get Jordan out of here so y'all can see my beautiful face today. Let's get it though.
¿Qué fecha tú estás? No, eso es para Edmund.
Sí, me dijeron que hiciera más, porque casi no hay más. Pues yo había hecho 60, entonces cosas de 50. Pero si tratan de los investigar, que es más fácil.
Jordan, I'll be right back too.
All right. All right, y'all, just going through the inbox here. Got this guy who wants to sell a property in Forsyth, Georgia for $300K. And I think I gotta be at like 205K, 215. I think we probably give him a call. It's in the middle of
My
nowhere,
legs.
honestly. Your legs.
Trap Appetite said, did you start your journey cold calling or PPC? I started my journey cold calling, bro. I didn't have no money for PPC when I started. So I literally was on a ready mode. It was Zen call back then, but now it's ready mode. We were on that dialer. And every day for about 2 years, we cold called. Like I didn't do anything other than cold call, and that was all I knew.
Started in the trenches.
The trenches. Where are you out of Trap Appetite? So I finally got pictures of that one Macon that I got locked up, and apparently it is next to one of the worst projects in Macon, if not the worst. I'll still move it. I mean, I got it for 8K. It's not like I got it for like 40K, so.
No, that's good.
Well, first I gotta make a folder, create a folder, Macon. Just find the Addy really quick. Senior Street. I gotta leave my phone open for a second, upload these photos. We're gonna blast this shit, do an AI blast on Investor Lift today, and we'll see what we can come up with.
Let's go.
Oh, where Trap Appetite is in Florida.
Let's
That's
go.
good. Is that the market that you're wholesaling out of? Or are you doing it virtually? Florida's a good market. Everyone's saying it's slowed down recently, but In the last month, we've closed a 30K and a 25K. What is that? 60? No, 55K in assignment fees. I think I used to be in finance.
Oh shit.
He's just looking at me like. Oh, you know how bad the math is, bro. It's actually funny because I used to be really good at math, like algebra specifically. I was a fucking beast at it.
Really? Math was like my weakest subject in school, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I was really good at English. Solid in science, but yeah, bro, math was a struggle. On my SATs or whatever, I think that's what they're called, the SATs, like the end of the high school test that you take. I got like 29 and above on everything. And so I would have scored really high on that shit, but then my math score came in at a 19. I was like, damn, brother.
Yeah, I think I got like 1540 was my SAT score. 1540. I can't believe I just remembered that. Or 1520.
15.40 or what?
No, I think it was like total was something. I don't fucking know.
Oh.
So Trap Appetite says, last question I have is ARV times 70% minus repairs minus assignment the correct formula for a deal? Yes, it is, but it'll price you out of a lot of deals because not all buyers buy like that. So we're actually doing the comping call today at 5 Eastern time, and we're going over the comp method or the cash comp method. But essentially what I do now is I look at where my cash buyers are buying and I just make sure I get it under there. I get the average of where all the cash comps were put in the area. And then once we get those done, I find all the cash buyers in the area or all the cash comps that are in my comps and we fucking put them all together, average them out, and then you get it under that number. So for example, if the average is 50K, I want to be at like 30 or 35K to make 20 to 15 grand, so on and so forth. So that's how I would go about comping. If you need more help, Trap Appetite, 7-day free trial for the community. It's a $197 a month community. It's 3 calls a week. We do our call today, and then we have one Friday, 5 p.m., 5 p.m., and then the ones on Mondays are at 4 Eastern time. If you want to just come through and check it out, bro, just send me a DM. I'll send you the link for it. And it's free for 7 days. So, I mean, if you don't fuck with it after 7 days, peel. It's all good. But definitely a lot of information. We go over shit like how to comp the right way and how to not price yourself outside of deals. And yes, Florida and NJ, I just got my absentee list, learning from you guys and getting going tomorrow. Can't afford PPC yet. Yeah, bro, I would check out Newly too if you're going to be buying leads and stuff. Newly's $200 a month for 25 leads. That's like the main provider that's doing this challenge with us right now. But and then 50% off on your first month with code Shirtless. So you pay $100 for that, get started. And then in terms of you doing Jersey, bro, I know you said you're in Florida. I don't know if you're from Jersey, but I'm from Jersey. And anything you get in Jersey, I can give you help with, bro. I mean, Florida too. As I said, we just close deals there. But fucking Jersey, bro, that is my shit. So anything you get in Jersey, it's harder to lock up deals in Jersey. Just because especially North Jersey, because you're dealing with attorneys, NCOs, and a bunch of shit. But these spreads are fucking way bigger in Jersey than most states. So I will say that.
In Jersey.
And Jordan's leading the comp call today. Is that right?
Jordan's down, but I will be in the vehicle.
Hey, he's from Newark, bro. Let's get it. I'm from West Orange, bro. Or right down the street. Right down the street. I love that shit. I had my bar mitzvah in Newark. The last temple that's in Newark. It's a Jewish roots coming out. Let's see this. I gotta call Mauricio to see who to call for this person. Get that done, figured out. Why is Sherborne in here? Oh, because that's in my uploads. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, this house is a shithole. Beauty is it's structurally good. It's just a fucking full renovation. And it's next to the worst projects in the country. So, alright, cool. I'm gonna check that out. Hold up. Mauricio, that's what the. Oh, wait, no. Let me send this to the group chat before I forget it, guys. Check settings. Where's my group chat? Let's get it. Let me go find some deals now. Wait, where the fuck is Mauricio, bro? Yo, what's that person's name for the buyer that you had that wants me to, that I'm gonna make the call for right now?
Hold on. I just got off a call. Let me see. I know it's Ellie.
That's what I need. Ellie, E-L-I.
Yeah, she actually texted back saying a different name, like she corrected you, but it is. I think Ellie Sloboda.
Hey, Ellie.
L.
Hi,
See that?
it's L. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, and his name is Christopher.
And she wants to be at what?
She needs to be at 1.2.
Okay.
And she said she had there was a wholesaler that sold it to her for 1.1. I mean, sorry, 1.2. And they were at 1.1.
Okay. Alright, I'm calling this guy.
This guy's super weary of like wholesalers and stuff like that.
And she said 20. How quick of a close and how much deposit?
20K deposit and I put it in the notes.
I would just say 2 weeks. On her for 30 days.
On her for 30 days. She said 15 days to close with the lender, but you know what I mean, just to keep it safe. She said 30 days.
Alright, let me do it.
Alright, don't mention her though.
Bro, obviously not. I'm cold calling him like he's never spoke to me before.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the address though?
It's on there. Look,
it's Southeast Falls City. Yeah, I'm on the live.
Alright, so yeah, you see it? It's right there. The second to last note.
This is the one in Bellevue. Yeah, this is it. Alright, cool, bye. Thank you.
354th.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, peace.
Bye. Alright. This is so fucked. Organized. Okay. 297.
Please leave your message for.
Come on, man.
Hello?
Hey, is this Christopher?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Joey. I was just calling you about your property in Bellevue, the one on 354th Ave.
No, I don't own that anymore.
Oh, you sold that?
Yeah.
When did that sell? Because I don't see anything online saying that it sold.
Which one?
It's the one 4940 354th.
No, I don't own that. No, thank you.
Okay, so I guess when did you sell that?
49th Street, I don't know anything about it.
No, it's 354th Street.
Oh, that's the 450? I sold it.
God.
Right there.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
right.
Well, that's weird because he still owns it.
Fishy.
Yeah.
He said he sold it, but there's nothing anywhere saying that it sold.
Shit. We started on.
Wait, no, but somebody on 2/19/2025 got a loan on it for 1.142. He might have sold it. Ah, right here. He did sell it. He did sell it. Yeah. God damn it. Yeah, his was Tribe Rock Investment Partners, and he sold it to 4940 Glen LLC. And then if I go to skip trace that.
What's the name that he sold it to?
Do you have your VPN on right now?
No.
Fuck, where's my VPN?
He sold it to 4940.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip trace them really quick. Hold up. Text her. I would text her though and tell her that he said he sold it, and then there was a sale in February on that property.
So who did he sell it to? 4940?
4940 Glen LLC. But he did it under. No, it might be slow, bro.
What do you mean it might be slow?
Like, I'm pretty sure they sold it. Somebody got a loan for 1.142. Yeah, it sold on 2/19. So it sold 3 months ago. And then if they sold it, yeah, they got the loan for 1.250, bro. You know what happened? He probably
You know
got.
what I'm thinking? Yo, that's her though. She said in January, February she was under contract.
Yeah, bro. So she got fucked over. You know what probably happened, bro? She probably fucking. It wasn't that he knew that went down. He probably got another. He got another offer for 1.25 because it got recorded at 1.25. That means someone gave him an extra 150K to close on it. She got fucked over, or the wholesaler got fucked over. Someone got fucked over.
Yeah. I'll fucking hit her up.
Yeah, we do that.
Alright, bro.
All right, peace. All right.
says, Kenny just called me back to ask more questions. She's getting close. Where you at, Lawrence? Don't know.
Let me see what else we could do. I just want to hear his conversation. It's not playing it.
Please leave your message.
Dude, we did legs this morning with my trainer and I'm in pain. Oh, he's on a call.
No, that was my bad. I was talking to you. Did you do some Bulgarian splits?
Did I do Bulgarian splits? I thought I was gonna throw up on myself. I had no weights either. No
Dang.
weights.
That's
You gonna
crazy.
deadlift this morning? Like, fuck, dude. The wrestler Joey everybody knew and loved is long gone.
I hear that.
Alright, let me see what I gotta do. What did I just do? I literally was just doing something. Oh yeah, I gotta take this one. So it's D&D. I gotta move this out of here.
Yeah, David, I am, brother, but not at 180 or whatever the fuck you're asking, brother. 180, that's under market, he says. This guy wants 180. I think it's listed. I offered him 100, I believe. Yeah, cash offer 105. Hold up. I might need to take a look at this again. San Antonio, I like that market.
Holy shit.
Que
He said he'd
pasó?
have to get more than he paid for it. You want to know what he paid for it?
How much?
13
13,000 or 13 million?
million.
Holy shit! What is it? A rocket ship? Goddamn!
8,900 square foot home on the bay on the channel in Boca Raton.
That's crazy.
There's a
brother.
glass elevator. Yeah, this is.
Is that Willy Wonka's house? Glass elevator. Shit.
Would be beautiful.
I just don't see it, man.
Okay, not for sale. Let's get you out of here. There's be a lot of clicking right now because I gotta get my CRM freaking organized.
Yeah, clean that shit up, bro.
I gotta put an automation in here that when they say not for sale, sold, any of the above things, I can just freaking automatically take it out of the system without me having to do what I'm doing right now.
That would be nice. Oh, this thing is really nice, bro. That's absolutely turnkey, but I still can't give you 180, brother.
Mari, tu amiga no va a venir a almorzar. Digamos. Pero no va a venir a almorzar.
Yo creo.
Ah, entonces voy a esperar a que se les pase con. Vamos a solo hacer arroz. Pregúntele.
Yo pregunto, tranquilo.
Vamos a ver qué hago. Que si vamos a hacer los patacones solo.
Yo creo que lo estás perdiendo con un chico, yo no sé.
O sería que de pronto se fue para San Antonio a buscar los tenis. Pero una chica no creo. Yo no conocí a nadie aquí. Él no tiene pues novia, mi amor, que va a buscar a otra. Yo. No. ¿Tú qué crees, amor?
Whole lot of clicking right now.
Oh, that's too big. Let me see.
This person said, leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Not bad.
Whiny ass.
I didn't wake up today trying to bother people. I woke up to make some money.
Your call has been forwarded.
Trying to see if I can make something work on this San Antonio property. Dude has it listed for 189. Said he'd take 180. It's
No.
very, very good condition. It's definitely turnkey, but it's been on the market for 35 days. Like, I don't think he's getting 180 for it. My notes from the other day said ARV's 170. Trying to find out if I can bump that up a little bit. There's this property right down the street.
From creative.
That's not a bad idea. I don't think I've done that yet.
I mean, if it's on market, bro, you're not getting a deal. I mean, you'd literally, even if it was 180, you'd still have to be at like 100 grand. You know what I mean?
No, I offered him 105, and he told me to kick rocks, basically. But just followed up with him because it's still listed, and he hasn't gotten any bites on it yet. So I'm trying to get him to understand, like, listen, brother, you got it listed. That's great, but it's too high, so it's not going to sell there. So I'm basically trying to see if I could come up maybe 5, 10K. I put ARV as 170, and I think it might be a little higher. There's one comp at 250. It's a little newer, but same lot size. Doesn't have bed bath count, which is kind of weird, but hypothetically, if I could get ARV up to like 200. $10,000 in rehab. I can maybe move it around 135.
Oi.
Salud, amigo.
We're doing cleanup right now.
Yep, likewise. I'm just going through all the messages.
I gotta call a lady back in 3 minutes.
3 minutos.
Si, señor. Alright, I will be right back. And then we will.
All right. Yes, sir. That's Joey's new name for the kid, David. I appreciate the support. He was going to try to put the Mormon closer on there, and I told him I'd hop right out the live. But I could get behind the Salt Lake closer. I think we can work with that. We can fucks with it. It is the 14th. Okay, I'm going to call Mr. Jamil here. See what's good with it.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Boo. Come on, Jamil. We hit him with a double tap. I think we do. Did I get blocked? All right. No dice. Oh, holy shit. I thought it was 150K per acre. This guy wants $150,000 per acre for a 50-acre property. 7.5 million. Golly. That's a lot. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to call Mr. Craig here. He texted back on March 3rd saying, I have no interest in selling my home to a bottom feeder. Not sure where you heard I was interested in selling, and frankly, I don't care. Go steal someone else's house. You can't have mine. I think Craig deserves a call. What's up, Craig? How you doing today, brother? Hey, is this Craig? Hey, Craig, this is Jordan. How's it going today?
Good.
Good. Hey, I'm just reaching out about your property on 40th Ave out there in Cape Coral. Looks.
It was sold in October.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations to you on that. Yeah, it's awesome. Do you have any other properties in the area? Oof, banged. Is he capping, chat? I'm gonna look it up. Oh, it's a vacant lot. It looks like it did sell.
The Salt Lake closer. I can dig it, David Bell.
David Bell fucking with the kid.
I think the Mormon closer is better, but someone's scared.
No. That's disrespectful, actually.
To you or to the state of Utah?
To me, personally, to Jordan.
Oh, it's all love. Just a little hate.
Well.
You know you gotta change the Instagram now, right?
I could do that.
Salt Lake closer. All right, hold on. Let me get on with.
David, I want to make an offer, brother. Well, I already did make you an offer, but all right, hold up. I think I can come up to I gotta give this guy a call.
Let me get this person.
Hello?
Hey, is this David?
Yes.
Hey, David, this is Jordan. How you doing, man?
All right.
Good. Yeah, I was just texting you about your property there in San Antonio.
Right.
Yeah, just wanted to give you a call so we can stop going back and forth via text message and just talk about this. So you said make an offer. I'm interested in the property. It looks like a really nice place. Looks like either you've rehabbed it recently or it's just been taken really good care of.
Those photos are from when I bought it.
Oh, okay.
I bought it, I guess, going on 6 years now. So
Okay.
it's changed a bit. There's a few things that need to be done. A couple interior doors need to be replaced. A couple of floor tiles that I think I'm going to end up taking care of in the back room. A good cleaning, some paint. I added a shed in the back. There's a shed in the back that wasn't there. The house is under market because I wanted to sell it quick, right? I don't have the money to freshen it up and get it back to the way it looked on those pictures,
Okay.
right? I lost my wife a year and a half ago,
Wow.
and so I get her benefits.
Okay.
It's only myself and my son. He's 11, and 3-bedroom, 2 full baths. It's a little too much for us. A little too much for me to maintain. And the mortgage eats up half of my income. So that's why I want to downsize. I really need to downsize and get out of here. Because in a few more years I will not be able to afford the house. And that's why we went cheaper. The realtor says, don't fix anything. We'll just go cheaper and see what happens. It's not summer yet. Usually people purchase during the summer.
Yeah. Okay. Well, David, my deepest condolences. I can't imagine going through what you're going through.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got a wife and kids of my own, so I can't imagine going through that and then trying to figure out financially how we can really keep things moving forward.
Right. It is tough, and the thing is that was a two-income family, you know.
Yeah.
We bought the house because we love the house, knowing that it needed a few upgrades, right? Like the windows are original, but it's a solid house. So we didn't get completed. As soon as we moved in, like 6 months later, my wife got real sick. Then I stopped working. And I don't have anybody to take care of my son. He goes to school and stuff like that, right? Like,
yeah.
So I think my best bet is to just downsize.
I gotcha. Okay. Well, man, David, I really feel for you, man. My heart goes out to you. How are you doing with everything now that you're kind of a year past it?
We are now. I guess now's the time. Now I'm ready to just let go, cut my losses now, and move forward. Really move forward. You know, my son's the one that keeps me busy with soccer and jiu-jitsu. So we're not home that much. You know, it's a lot of house for just us two. A lot for me to maintain.
Yeah. Okay, I hear you. Well, it sounds like you're a very active father, and I think your son's lucky to have you. And I definitely understand the position you're in. I got a two-income household myself, so that's a lot of weight to just be thrown on your shoulders. And so I'd love to see if I can help you make something happen here. I did want to ask you, what is the total square footage of this house?
The house is, I believe, a little over 1,000 square feet.
Okay.
The property is, I think, a little over 7,000 square feet.
Okay. And
so it's a good sized yard.
Yeah, and it's 3 beds, 2 bath, correct?
3 beds, 2 baths.
Okay. All right. Well, the reason I was asking about the square footage is I wanted to dive back into the comps a little bit more just to really see what's going on in the neighborhood. And there's some bigger properties that are selling in like the mid 200s, and I was basically wondering if I could use those to help me run my numbers on this. But I think they're a little bigger and a little bit newer. There's one that I might be able to use. So let me do some quick calculations real quick. So basically, everything is original to the photos that I see online, except it needs, some doors that need work, some tile that might need work, needs painting and cleaning. And it's got original windows, but like windows are in good shape. How is the foundation and the structure of the property?
It's pretty solid. I just noticed in the pantry and the back restroom, might have foundation problem because the door doesn't close to the pantry and there's cracks on the wall. It's only that one section. The rest of the house is good. I don't know why it's this one section. I know that the gentleman next door is an older man, 93. He's turned 93 in March. He hit the house. He tapped the house. He didn't hit it like he didn't come into the house. It tapped. I don't even think it was with his truck. I think the debris from the fence hit part of the house. So I don't know. I'm not a carpenter or anything, so I don't know. I just noticed that the cracks a couple months ago, maybe. He took out the fence and he took out the AC. The AC that is in this house, and the water heater. The water heater is not even a year old. 40 tanks. And the AC unit is a 3-ton, I believe, and that is about 5 years old. It's fairly new.
Okay.
But there's a little bit, and it's not much. It's not really that noticeable. Just the wall. It's the outside wall. It's not the inside walls or anything. It's just the outside wall.
Okay, I hear you. Is the roof in good shape?
The roof is solid. It is a metal roof.
Okay.
I'm not sure how old that roof is. It was here when we got it, but I've had people have been in the attic. I've been in the attic, and there's no leaks. I see no leaks at all in there. So that roof is solid.
Okay. All right, I hear you. I think I have a good picture of what's going on over there, David. I appreciate you giving me the info. Next question I have for you is I am just curious. On my softwares here, it says that there is no open mortgages on the house, but you did make a comment about your current mortgage payment. Do you still have a mortgage on it right now that you're paying on?
I do, and that's another reason why I want to get out of the house, because I have another 25, 26 years mortgage.
Okay.
And me being on my wife's benefits, my son's benefits will stop at the age of 18. So I only have what I get, and that will not be enough to cover the mortgage and the bills, right? So that's why I want to set myself up now. They're selling me a piece of property in Floresville, fairly cheap, and if I can get we've already looked at some mobile homes. If I could pay cash on the mobile, I only have the property to pay off. That'll be under $500 a month. Because I have a good friend of mine he's got properties. That's what he does.
Okay.
So I want to set myself up to where I'm good. I bought this house owner finance. We bought it owner finance because at the time we were making good money. We started working on our credit, but then my wife got sick, so all of that stopped.
Okay.
And we were gonna fix our credit and go to a bank. Is what we were gonna do. Right now it's still under owner finance.
Okay, so I'm interested in that situation. If you'll allow me to ask a few questions, what were the terms on the owner finance?
It was a 30-year note. I pay, I think it's $1,053, plus the taxes and the insurance. So it comes out to $1,400 right now. What other terms might you be looking for?
I guess the only other two bits of information I would like to know about that is what was the purchase price, and then was there any balloon payment agreement?
I'm not sure about the original price. I put $15,000 cash. I have to pay for shareholder. My house right now it's turned upside down because I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff already. Those papers, $155, I think. 144, something like that. Let me see if I can find those papers.
Okay.
And what is a balloon?
So a balloon payment is when we do owner finance deals, we'll say a purchase price is $160,000. It's a 30-year note, and then there's a balloon payment in 10 years, which means on year 10 we have to basically come up with all the rest of the cash that's owed on the mortgage or the owner finance deal, and you have to pay the rest of it in full. So it doesn't happen on every owner finance deal, but I was just wondering if that's also something you're having to take into consideration.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's in it because I wouldn't have taken it if it was.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have taken it if it was. I have some papers here. I don't know what I do with the original. Get my glasses so I can see what I'm telling you. Monthly installment $1,056 plus insurance. Promissory note in the amount of $144,000.
Okay. And then one last follow-up question is, do you know what the remaining balance is right now?
The last I asked a few months ago.
Oh, shoot, I think I lost you. Are you still there with me, David? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hey, David, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that. Last thing I heard was you checked a couple months ago as far as the remaining balance, and then you cut out.
138.
Okay.
138.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate all the info, David. I want to see if I can make something work here for you.
Okay.
And if you will allow me just to take a couple of minutes here, I'm going to dive back into the numbers with all this new information and see if there's anything I can do to come in and help you and see if we can take this off your hands. You mind giving me about 3 to 5 minutes just to place you on a brief hold?
That is fine. That is fine. I appreciate that.
Okay, no problem. I'll be right back with you. Thanks for your patience.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
All right, yo. Are you on a call, Joey?
No, I'm good. I'm here.
Could we do a sub 2 on an owner finance? I don't think I've ever thought about that scenario before.
What do you mean?
So like he bought this home owner finance, purchase price 144, he owes 138, and I don't think there's any way cash works here. I think the highest
What
I could
is
get,
the terms of his owner finance? Like, what's his interest rate and shit, his monthly payments and everything?
I didn't ask about interest rate, but it's a 30-year note, purchase price 144K. He pays $1,056 per month plus taxes and insurance, comes out to about $1,400 per month total. Property's in good shape. He's asking 189 on the market right now. He said he'd take 180, and honestly, I don't think he ever gets that. There's a comp that sold at 250 in December that is just a couple hundred square feet bigger, so might be able to use that. It's just right down the street. Let me just plug
Is
this
he
in the
really just trying
calculator.
to walk out of the loan, or he needs money in his pocket on top of it?
He is trying to go and buy a vacant lot and put a mobile home on it, basically. He just says he can't really afford the mortgage right now, and once his son turns 18, he's going to lose benefits that he's getting from his wife passing, and he won't be able to keep up with the mortgage payment. So if I did a 250K ARV, I could get up higher. Maybe to like 150.
Send me the address. Let me confirm it's actually 250. But the only thing is, end buyer price. Because if you lock it up at freaking, you know what I'm saying? If you lock it up less, then it's gonna be. I mean, if you try to sell it for close to what it's listed for, and it's been up for a while, it's gonna be fucked. Hey, Priska, so we're good. So 68K, should be put in there, and then, or if you can look in my email and find the mortgage payoff from Garth, whatever the exact number is, plus 20 grand, just do it that way, please. Cool.
Yes.
30-day close everything.
Yeah, so if you happened to know about which month they have sent that, because I know that they've sent it a couple times.
He sent it recent, like last week or like this week.
Okay.
It should be the most recent email from Garth.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you. All right, we'll talk soon.
Okay, thanks.
Give me the Eddie.
It's in the private chat.
Qué rico.
Qué rico. Miércoles.
Miércoles.
Shitty Wednesday. Nah.
Shitty Wednesday. It's a beautiful Wednesday.
Indeed, it
Closed a
is,
deal
brother.
yesterday. Got an assignment yesterday. No contracts, but I'll take the portion of the assignments over the contracts any day.
Yeah.
I got about 7 more minutes left on this, and I got to go handle a bunch of things on some of the deals that we're working right now.
That sounds good, bro. I'm down to hop off after this call, see if we can help this man in some way.
Take care of your niece.
I'm gonna pop on and ask him about the interest real quick. Hey, David, are you still there with me?
The only thing with that 250K comp is that it's
a quick question for you that I forgot to ask in regard to just the owner finance note that you have. What is the interest rate that you're paying on that?
I mean, this 250 wasn't even an ARV. This was like a building. So you can't even use this as a comp, honestly. It's a weird one.
That one
I
on
mean, you can't even
107.
go off of
The original
talking
ARV I got
about-
for this was 170.
No, that's what I'm saying. Look at this house. It's not fixed up. This is like an investment or something. This might be like a commercial house or something. Like there's something going on here that made it sell for that much. There is a yeah, it can't be 250. Because look at the condition of this house. Like, what does it need?
He said these are old photos from when he bought it, so it needs a little bit more work than what we see on there, but I imagine we could probably fix it up to be rent ready for like 20K.
That's the thing. I just don't see it selling. Like, there's one listed for 264 right now. That's 1,700 square foot, fully fixed up.
How long has that been on market? Yeah, it was. I don't think we could do 250
94
ARV.
days and it's not selling. It's not a 250 ARV. Because if you look at this comp that sold, I know it's like similar square footage, but whatever. This building is perfect for any type of retail shop. It's a retail center. It's not even a house. And then this one's pending. That's been up for 10 days for 165 on West Formosa Boulevard. And this is fixed up. You're muted. But unfortunately, you're not at. Yeah, there's no way you could get it done that way. This is probably you might gotta like take over his owner finance. That's probably how it might make sense, and then just see what it can rent for. There's a comp that was a one bed that rented for 700, and then there's one that is listed right now. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath that has listed for 1,700. If you could clear maybe 1,500 a month, that's not a bad one. I guess the question is can you get it with him taking less of that equity? Because I mean, if he sells it right now, it's up for 168, right? You still here, Jordan?
I think that's it. So, all right, I appreciate that. Let me take just a couple more minutes. I'm just talking to my partner right now, and I'll be right back with you. Okay? Thank you. Yeah, sorry, bro. I didn't hear all of that you were saying. I was listening to him, but yeah, dude, 8% interest is crazy.
It is, but it also depends.
¿Por qué?
Like, what can you do with it? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's 8% interest, but like, what if we could just ask him, what if I was able to just take over that loan and just take over the payments on that? And instead of like we'll purchase the property by just taking over the payments. And the first month you just take over the payments. because it's like 138 left on the mortgage. Just be like, look, dude, that's high ass interest. I could probably do this if it was like nothing down. I know you're trying to obviously get something in your pocket, but his best option is either riding it out with this realtor, which really might be what he's going to have to do, or taking close to nothing and you basically just taking over the payments.
I got you. Yeah, I don't think he's going to have luck with the realtor either, honestly. So I'll let him know we can potentially take it over and see how he's feeling about that.
Let's get it.
All right, David. Appreciate you waiting for me.
Yeah.
So just discussing with my partner, I feel like there's two options for you here. Option one is to kind of ride things out with the realtor that you're under contract with, who has the property listed right now. The other option that I think I can present with 138,000 remaining on the balance and an 8%, that's just pretty high. And I think what I could do in this situation is I could basically come in and take over your loan and make your monthly payments for you moving forward, and basically let you wipe your hands of this and move forward with us taking over everything. I don't think I can get anything above 138,000 cash from my perspective, but yeah, I think the way that I could get this done is I come in and I take over that owner finance situation. We make your payments moving forward, and that allows you to get out from underneath this and do what you got to do to go acquire that vacant land and maybe put a mobile home on it to save you some money.
Right. So I wouldn't get anything out of this.
Yeah, I don't think I would be able to put much in your pocket. I think I could just take it off your hands and take the payments for you. Yeah.
Like we'll get a moving cost.
Please do on this for a little bit.
Okay.
A couple of days, 2 days. Okay. Because it's a tough one. It's a tough one, but you know what? I do want out. You know what I mean? Let me think about it. Give me 2 days. Let me think about it.
Okay. Yeah, that's no problem. Can I plan on following up with you maybe on Friday?
Friday I'll be very busy. I'll be in Georgia. We gotta go down there early. We'll be there. My son has a jiu-jitsu class until about 8. That's about 45-minute drive, so I won't be back in until about 9.
Okay.
Saturday I'll be busy. I'll be busy too during the day because I have a small catering to do.
You know that.
Monday. Can you call me on Monday?
Yeah, I can make Monday work. I'll be traveling. I'm actually going to be in Mexico from like Monday to Sunday. I'll be traveling there on the weekend, so Monday would work for me. I can just plan on giving you a call sometime Monday morning. Would that work for you?
Anytime on Monday. Anytime on Monday.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good, David. I appreciate your time and giving me all the info here. I'd love to help you get out of this situation and see what we can do to come to an agreement here and get that thing off your hands. So I'll plan on following up with you Monday, and we can see how you're feeling and take things from there.
All right, buddy. I appreciate you.
All right, no problem, David. You take care. We'll talk soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's get it.
Yeah, that one's crazy, bro.
Feel bad for that guy.
I feel really bad for that guy, bro. They got themselves into a pretty crazy situation, and now he's got to try to figure out how to navigate that on his own without his wife and that second income. That sucks, dude. That's rough. So, I mean, hey, maybe we take it off his hands. We just take over making payments and let him get out of there.
That could be a good solution, bro.
Yeah, I think that's his only solution. I don't think it's going to sell on the market anywhere above 138, if I'm being honest.
You think so? Yeah, looking deeper at the comps, I mean, there's one that sold for 147. That might be where this one ends up selling at. But at that case, he would have to bring a little bit of money to the closing table.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think you're kind of right. Hell yeah. I got to get out of here, bro. But before I do, let's do a quick soapbox to end the day. and then I gotta go put out some fires, get some deals closed.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. You want to start?
Yeah, I got you. I was talking to the team this morning, and you and I have talked about this over the past week or two, just deals not going as expected and things falling through. And I was talking to Corey, my acquisitions manager, today, and I was like, listen, as an analogy, it's like I feel like we're fighters in the octagon right now. Like, this is UFC, and our opponent is the universe. And we've got punched in the mouth a couple of times, like good solid hits. Like, we've got hit in the mouth, and we might be bleeding a little bit. Eyes might be a little cross-eyed, seeing a little dizzy, seeing some stars. And right now, the question is, will we tap out and call it quits on this fight, or are we going to stand up and put our dukes up and throw some punches back and keep fighting and stay on our feet? And I think the answer is we stay on our feet. It hurts. Getting punches is never fun, but we're going to take this opportunity to fight back and to grow instead of getting small and giving up and tapping out. So just when the punches come, take it as an opportunity to fight back even harder rather than bowing out and tapping out and quitting and giving up and going to, I don't know, get a regular job or do whatever the hell else is an option for you. So stay strong. If you get knocked down, get back up 10 times out of 10. And if you keep yourself in the fight, I think you have a good chance of succeeding if you can outlast the universe and overcome the test and the obstacle.
So in the shorter version of that, guys, stop being a bitch. No, but seriously though, what you gotta do when things get tough is you gotta get tougher. That's the only way that you can make it out, guys. And at the end of the day, there's many lessons that Jordan's learned in the last couple of weeks with what's been going down. And I think some of the best lessons to take out of this is make sure you have a big ass fucking pipe. And even when you think you have a big ass pipe, get a bigger one. And I don't just mean contracts, guys. I mean closable contracts and assignments and closings. Like the front end activities are obviously going to drive every part of the business. So like you got to have leads coming in, then you got to have the contracts, then you got to have the assignments. But get resourceful. Get resourceful, guys. There is no lack of resources. There's a lack of resourcefulness. You just need to get more resourceful. So like if you don't have enough contracts, maybe go find some JVs. If you don't have money for leads. There's going to be a way to figure this shit out. You're talking to the guy, you're listening to the guy that has done this shit dead broke for fucking 5 years, guys. Like, I never had enough money to pay for marketing. And now I do, but I still don't because I have relationships now, which is different. But at the end of the day, if you can get resourceful and you can make yourself undeniable, then you are going to always have success. And you're never going to hit that point where it's like that one deal is going to fuck you. So roll with the punches, bob and weave, get the fucking your digs in, your licks in. But as long as you don't die or get knocked the fuck out, you can still keep going. You're gonna have some hard punches. It's part of business, guys. You're in the business of wholesaling real estate. We're not in the easy side of the game, guys. This is actually the hard side. It's the reason why not everybody does this shit. But if you can stick it through and stay positive and figure it the fuck out and make sacrifices when you need to and when money's tight, the other side of it is fucking beautiful, guys. Trust me. It's fucking gorgeous. So make sure you guys don't be soft, be a bitch, whatever you want to call it. And just fucking don't quit, guys. It's fucking too beautiful of a journey to fucking just give up when the going gets tough. So Jordan, I appreciate you coming up here today. As always, Jordan will be streaming next week from Mexico, so we'll see how the fuck this is going to go. It's going to be interesting next week. But he's just making it easy for me to just run it up on him, so it's all good, guys.
Facts.
Let's get it to go. So fucking, what is it, Wednesday? We'll be here 2 more days this week. Jordan's off to Mexico. He has to still lock up the same amount of contracts next week. So this, I feel like, will help hold him accountable more than anything he's ever done in his life. I'm excited for it. But if you guys need me, hit me up. Community call today at fucking 5 p.m. Eastern time. If anybody wants to come through, it's free for 7 days. Come through, check us out. Going over comping and underwriting today. If not, I will see you guys on this live tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. Crush your goals and peace the fuck out, y'all.